Omar days. It's done. He's signed. He's now a Spurs player. Welcome to a very special and exciting edition of Tottenham News. Hi, it's Orchy. Welcome back to the channel and a very special edition of Tottenham News, where I'm going to be going through the details of our latest exciting transfer into the club. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, please remember to like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please remember to hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. So, Omar Marmoush is now officially a Tottenham Hotspur player. Now, reading the official club statement, it reads, "We are delighted to announce the signing of Egypt international forward Omar Marmoush on a season-long loan. Omar joins the club from Manchester City, and the deal includes an obligation to make the move permanent next summer. Marmoush on signing for Tottenham, it feels amazing to be here. I'm so excited to get started with the team, and I can't wait to meet the fans. Tottenham Hotspur is one of the biggest clubs in England, if not the world, and the project was very attractive to me. I've spoken with the head coach, I loved what he had to say, and I'm sure our passion for the game will go very well together." Sporting director Johan Langer has said, "Omar is a quality player and his arrival represents a statement of our intent. He has demonstrated that he can perform at the highest level, and we believe he can play a major role in what we want to achieve over the coming years. We are delighted to welcome Omar to the club and look forward to seeing him make a significant contribution as we continue to build a strong squad to realise our ambitions." Head coach Roberto De Zerbi said, "Omar is exactly the kind of player we want at this club. Ambitious, hungry, and determined to make a difference. He has incredible attacking quality, but what I also love is his desire to improve and to win. He brings pace, intelligence, and a real threat in front of goal, and I believe he can take our attacking play to another level." The official club statement then continues, "Hailing from Cairo, Egypt, Omar made his professional debut at just 17 years old for Wadi Degla in July 2016 before moving to Germany the following year to join VfL Wolfsburg. Initially turning out for their youth side in the Regionalliga Nord, he made his senior debut for Wolfsburg in May 2020. Ahead of a loan move to FC St. Pauli in the second half of 2020-2021. It was in the very next campaign where the forward's breakthrough in European football came as the then 22-year-old moved to VfB Stuttgart on loan. Making an eye-catching start to the temporary switch, he scored on his debut before claiming the Bundesliga Rookie of the Month award for September 2021. An accolade he won for a second time the following March. After a stellar year in Baden-Württemberg, he returned north to Wolfsburg and became a first-team regular in his final campaign with Die Wolf, amassing a total of 48 appearances and 6 goals for the senior side. A move to Eintracht Frankfurt came in May 2023, and an outstanding debut campaign followed, seeing him net 17 goals in 41 games in all competitions as he helped his team secure a UEFA Europa League spot. His impressive form continued in the next campaign, claiming the league's Player of the Month award for September 2024, as he contributed to 7 of the team's 8 goals, scoring 5 of them. He secured the same Bundesliga award once again for November 2024. After making 67 appearances for Eintracht Frankfurt, scoring 37 goals and registering 20 assists, the forward headed to Manchester City in January 2025. And a remarkable start to life in the Premier League saw him score a hat-trick in a 4-0 victory over Newcastle United the following month. In his debut season with City, he made 25 appearances in all competitions, scoring 8 goals, and went on to claim the Premier League's Goal of the Season award for a sensational strike against Bournemouth in May 2025. Helping City secure the Carabao Cup and FA Cup last term, he took his goal tally to 16 in all competitions across 62 appearances. Netting the winner on his senior debut for Egypt in October 2021 in a World Cup qualifying fixture against Libya, he helped his country to the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations final. Omar has represented Egypt at 3 Africa Cup of Nations and featured in World Cup for the first time this summer. He currently has 55 caps and 11 goals to his name. Welcome, Omar. The club have announced that Omar Marmoush will wear the number 22 shirt for this season. Fabrizio Romano has stated on the Marmoush deal, official story confirmed. Omar Marmoush signs in as new Tottenham player on initial loan with a buy obligation clause. 50 million fee plus 10 million add-ons to Man City when obligation is met. Omar Marmoush could make his Premier League debut for Spurs against Newcastle United on Saturday. So, an interesting bit of trivia. 50% of Marmoush's goals have come against Newcastle United. 3 being in the Premier League and 2 each in both the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. So, now for my thoughts on this sensational bit of business that the club have finally completed. So, Omar Marmoush makes it 8th player to be signed this summer. All Premier League proven, Premier League established players, which is incredible, really. What the club are doing is incredible. But anyway, enough on that, and let's talk about Omar, our new player. I mean, he needs no introduction. We know already his skills and what he can do for his performances for Manchester City for the past year and a half since he came into the Premier League in January 2025. Obviously, he got like a sensational strike to get the goal of the season. He scored several goals for, he's a prolific goal scorer. He has many assists as well, and he can obviously play through the central attacking positions, but he can also play on the wings as well. So again, he's a kind of that versatile player that we've seen Roberto De Zerbi go for this summer, especially in those attacking positions. Savio, he can play left or right wing. He can also actually play through the middle as well, if necessary. So it makes our attacking options just mouth-watering, incredible. And, I am confident he's going to hit the ground running. I mean, we all saw Savio's performance in the Carabao Cup game on Wednesday evening. And now, do I think Marmoush will start in the upcoming Premier League game against Newcastle on Saturday? Probably not. I would imagine most likely Savio, with his performance against Charlton, has definitely, given himself a good chance for starting the game on Saturday. However, Marmoush, I think, looking at the way De Zerbi doesn't like throwing players immediately into the mix. So most likely he's probably going to be on the bench, but I'm sure we're going to see him in the second half, making an appearance and making his debut, and at home as well, which is brilliant, in front of the home crowd. A very exciting prospect for us for our attacking options. There's a suggestion that the club still aren't finished, that potentially they could bring in another player, and I'm sure everybody saw the news today. Liverpool have reached verbal agreement with Barcola with PSG for the transfer of Barcola, and if that gets completed, then there's a particular player that has been linked with us for, again, about the same time as Marmoush, really. And if we get Gakpo as well, I mean, my word, that's got to be a 10 out of 10 transfer window this summer. A transfer window that we've never seen in the Premier League era. So, again, really, really exciting stuff. But yes, welcome to Tottenham, Marmoush, and really happy to see him. Can't wait to see him play. Can't wait to see him link up with players like, obviously, Savio, Kudus when he comes back. Xavi Simons, obviously, Xavi is a bit more of a longer-term injury, but, you know, when he comes back, and if we sign Gakpo as well, just some incredible options there. And, of course, Matthias Tell as well. I think, you know, Tell, let's not forget about him. He's a quality player as well. I think he's going to develop a lot under De Zerbi. Solanke as well. It really does now makes me question, you know, who out of our existing strike force. So, you know, is Richarlison now potentially maybe going to look for a transfer out of the club with all these incomings? That's a bit of a question mark there. But anyway, exciting day, exciting stuff. There's still a few days left of the transfer window, so excited to see who might come in. So that's it from me for this special edition of Tottenham News. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And as always, please feel free to comment below. Let me know what you think of this transfer. How excited are you with the Marmoush signing? What are your expectations from Omar Marmoush? How do you think he's going to be? How many goals do you think he's going to get this season? Also Savio as well. Feel free to comment on that as well. And who else are you expecting hoping to see clubs sign this summer before the transfer window shuts on Tuesday? So please let me know. Exciting times, and as always, come on you Spurs!